In the quaint town of Willow Creek, nestled amidst rolling hills and whispering forests, a young woman named Anna lived a life marked by grace and kindness. Her laughter, light and airy, resonated like wind chimes stirred by a gentle breeze. Anna spent her days among the vibrant market stalls, helping her mother weave beautiful tapestries which depicted the lush landscapes of their hometown. She often paused to admire the simple beauty of dew-kissed flowers and the playful dance of butterflies. Her evenings were filled with the warm glow of candlelight and the soft melodies of her father's violin. Friends and neighbors frequently gathered at their home, drawn by the family's hospitality and the enchanting atmosphere. It was during one such gathering that she first met James. He was a charismatic man with stories of distant lands and adventures that captivated Anna's imagination. Over time, they shared many conversations, often lingering long after the other guests had departed. As the seasons changed, so did Anna's feelings towards James. With each passing day, her affection grew, transforming into a silent, yearning love. Yet beneath her radiant smile hid a secret she harbored close to her heart. Anna had fallen hopelessly in love with James, a friend of her father's. James, a man whose eyes sparkled with the wisdom of the ages and whose smile could thaw the frostiest demeanor, had known Anna since her childhood. He was more than just a neighbor. He was a relic of her fondest memories, weaving himself into the fabric of her earliest thoughts. From teaching her how to ride her bike to cheering the loudest at her high school graduation, James had been a constant presence in her life. He remembered the pure laughter of her youth, echoing through the summer air as she played in the fields behind their houses. As the years passed, those fields blossomed just as she did, with wildflowers that swayed just like her free spirit. He saw the transitions of her life, each phase marked by a deeper connection and understanding between them. Yet, as Anna grew into a woman of striking beauty and fierce intellect, it became increasingly clear that her dreams were painting a canvas much broader than the small town could frame. James watched, his heart both swelling with pride and aching with an unspoken truth. Despite all the shared moments and silent promises, she was untethered, always reaching for a horizon beyond. Despite his affection and kindness towards her, Anna yearned for a love that transcended the bounds of their existing relationship. As time marched on, Anna's feelings only deepened, drawn to James in ways beyond her understanding. Every fleeting moment they shared was stitched intricately into her memory, forming a tapestry rich with color but heavy with longing. James, with his wisdom and gentle demeanor, unknowingly wove himself into the very fabric of her existence. His voice was a soothing echo in her mind, his smile a beam of light in her otherwise shadowed emotions. Their interactions, though brief and often trivial, were moments Anna cherished immensely. The laughter they shared lingered like a sweet melody in her dreams, a secret symphony for her alone. Yet, each joyful encounter was tinged with the hue of forbidden fruit, tempting yet fraught with potential downfall. She frequently caught herself imagining a world where the chains of societal norms did not bind them, where the number of years between them did not matter. But reality was unbending, always snapping her back from her daydreams to the stark truth. She knew, however, that the significant age difference and the forbidden nature of their feelings posed insurmountable barriers. Unbeknownst to Anna, James wrestled with his own set of secrets. He admired Anna immensely but was tormented by the thought of betraying his dear friend, her father. James had known Anna's father, Henry, since they were both young men, bonding over their shared love for literature and art. Their friendship had only deepened over the years, surviving various trials and tribulations. Now, as they entered the autumn of their lives, James found himself entangled in a web of emotions he hadn't anticipated. Anna, with her vibrant spirit and infectious enthusiasm for life, reminded James so much of her mother, whom he had also held in great affection. Being around her was both a joy and a torment. Every moment spent with Anna stirred feelings that James felt honor-bound to suppress. He knew that revealing his feelings might not only hurt Henry, but could also ruin the strong bond they shared. Yet, keeping this secret ate away at him, making each encounter with Anna both precious and painful. This internal conflict cast a shadow over what might have been a blossoming connection. Yet, destiny often weaves intricate tapestries, pulling together the threads of lives meant to intertwine. As if guided by an unseen hand, Anna and James were drawn together, each step towards one another dictated by the pulsating rhythm of fate rather than reason. Their connection, inexplicably deep and immediate, transcended the ordinary constraints of acquaintance. In each other, they found not merely a friend or lover, but a mirror reflecting their innermost selves, their unspoken dreams and silenced fears. These clandestine meetings, initially a stolen moment amid the chaos of their separate lives, soon crafted a timeline of their own in sunlit meadows and moonlit gardens. There, away from the eyes of the world, they shared tales of longing and triumph, their voices low but vibrant against the backdrop of nature's own symphony. Each laugh shared, each secret entrusted, wove them closer, binding them with a thread so strong it seemed predestined. In these moments, cloaked in the anonymity of twilight, they constructed a fragile yet beautiful reality, a sanctuary made of transient light and shadows, laughter and whispered words, creating memories that would last an eternity. However, as their connection deepened, so did the risks. Anna's father, a stern figure with piercing eyes, seemed to notice the subtle shifts in the air whenever James entered the room. Initially warm and welcoming, his demeanor gradually shifted. His smiles became less frequent and his questions more pointed and intrusive. James, aware of the growing suspicions, felt an unsettling tension each time he visited Anna's home. The once light and jovial visits now had a shadow cast over them. He noticed how Anna's laughter was less frequent, her glances towards her father filled with silent pleas for understanding. Despite their carefulness, whispers and rumors began to circulate in their small, tight-knit community. Tales of secret rendezvous and long walks past sundown whispered from one ear to another. These whispers, seemingly harmless at first, began to weave a dangerous web around them, threatening to unveil their secret. In a desperate bid for freedom, Anna and James planned to escape Willow Creek, to start anew away from the judgmental eyes of their community. They had been secretly plotting this departure for months, squirreling away supplies and mapping out their route under the cover of darkness. The town, with its narrow-minded whispers and stifling norms, was no longer a home, but a prison to their burgeoning spirits. Night upon night, they met beneath the ancient elm at the edge of the meadow, their whispered dreams floating up to the starlit sky. But just as they teetered on the brink of realizing their dreams, reality shattered their plans. On the eve of their departure, as they packed the last of their belongings with trembling hands, a knock thundered at the door. It was Anna's father, his face a mask of anguish and unrest. He had stumbled upon a letter, detailed and damning, outlining their planned route and reasons for leaving. His heart heavy with betrayal and disappointment, he implored Anna to reconsider, his voice cracking under the weight of his plea. Despite her resolve, Anna felt a knot tighten in her chest. She looked into her father's tear-filled eyes, torn between her desire for a new life and the pain it would cause. He implored Anna to reconsider, to return to the safety and familiarity of her family. Torn between love and duty, Anna made the heart-wrenching decision to stay. Each tear that fell seemed to echo the weight of her choice, as if the very sky mourned with her. The air was thick with the scent of autumn leaves, a crisp reminder of the changing seasons and the relentless passage of time. Anna's fingers trembled as she clutched the locket James had given her, its surface cold and smooth against her warm skin. She tried to etch every detail of his face into her memory, the gentle curve of his smile, the hopeful glint in his eyes, the way he looked at her as if she were the only person in the world. James, with a heavy heart, stepped backward, his figure slowly swallowed by the sprawling dusk. Each step he took seemed to stretch the distance between them, pulling at the invisible threads that had woven their lives together. The silence was overwhelming, broken only by the soft rustling of leaves and Anna's stifled sobs. She wanted to run after him, to collapse into his arms and forget the world. But duty, that cruel master, anchored her feet to the ground. Their love, though never fully realized, remains a poignant testament to the sacrifices made in the name of family and societal expectations. In Willow Creek, where the hills whisper of hidden tales and secrets, the story of Anna and James continues to echo, a narrative of love, loss, and the eternal dance of destiny.